Okay, we're pulling the curtain back on something most people haven't heard of, even though it could be a game changer for seniors and their families. Now, this is called a life settlement. I want you to get it. I want you to remember life settlement. No, not a settling down retirement plan. That's not what it is. Not a legal issue. It's not a scam. It's something totally different. And it might be the most powerful the most powerful financial tool hiding in plain sight. I didn't know about it, y'all. I wished I had her. So why haven't you heard of life settlements? It's easy not to know about it because I didn't for years. Because for years, this option was mostly reserved for large insurance policies that's held by wealthy people, wealthy clients. But the market has shifted now. It has shifted. Now, even middle class families, people with policies as low as $100,000, some lower than that, but $100,000 is pretty much the norm. And they are getting access to this option now. Now, here's the kicker. A lot of financial advisors and insurance agents don't even bring it up. I was an insurance agent for years. Sometimes it's because they're not trained in it. I wasn't. And sometimes it's because there's no commission in it for them. It happens. But that doesn't mean it can't benefit you. Now, so here's how it works. A life settlement is when a baby boomer, typically over 65, sells their life insurance policy to a licensed institutional buyer for a lump sum of cash. Not Joe Blow, and not somebody else. No, license. The buyer takes over the premiums, becomes the new owner and the beneficiary now. And eventually they're going to receive the death benefit. Not your children. The senior gets immediate class. The baby boomer does. The buyer, what the buyer gets, he's an investor. They get a future payout. And the insurance company, what they get? Well, they just going to keep on doing what they do. Keeping money to people who are just lapsing their policy. Now, think of it like selling your house. You paid into it for years. Maybe you don't need it anymore for whatever reason. Maybe it's just too expensive to keep. Maybe it's too big now. Instead of letting it go for nothing, what you going to do? You sell it, don't you? You sell your house and you get the value out of it. Okay, now, let's talk real numbers. The cash payout from a life settlement, it varies, but it's typically 3 to 7 times more than the policy surrender value. Think about that. Wrap your mind around that. Baby boomers receive anywhere, and this is just an average, this is just from $15,000 to over $300,000, depending on their policy size, depending on their age, and their current health. Now, if a policy is about to lapse, or it's no longer needed, or it's no longer wanted, that's like discovering some buried treasure that you didn't know you had. That money can pay for in-home care, medical bills. It can relieve some debt, to pay off some debt, some credit card debt. It can make home repairs. You may need some renovations because you're older now. Or even help out your grandkids, with college while your life can see it. No more paying for a policy they can't afford. No more letting it vanish without any kind of value. Now, not everybody qualifies, but more people do than you think they do. Now, generally, a person must be 65 and or over and have a policy worth at least $100,000. Health factors do matter too. So ironically, the less healthy someone is, the more the policy is worth in the settlement market. Doesn't mean you have to be knocking on death's door. That's not what it means. That's a viatical. Now, it doesn't have to be a term or a whole life policy either. Even universal and convertible term policies are eligible. Some of them are, a lot of them are. That's why it's so important to do a free evaluation, no obligation policy review to see what options are available, because they're out there, not just with me, with any licensed life settlement broker. Now listen, this isn't about selling you on anything. I'm not selling you nothing, I'm trying to help you sell something. This is about opening up your eyes to a choice most families don't know exists until it's too late. Too many families are saying we wish we had known this before we let mom and daddy's policy go. Yeah, that happens all the time. So now I'm here to to help you know. If you or your parents have a policies that's becoming a burden, or you just curious what it could be worth, just curious about it, let's talk so I can walk you through it without any pressure. You know what I mean? Without any kind of pressure. Now, if this resonates with you, put in the comments, baby boomer. Baby boomer. Put in the comments. And don't forget to hit the like button and help the sister out. Help me up in the algorithm. Because trust me, all these small channels or whatever is not getting the attention that they deserve with all this information. I got money for you. Money for you. Money for the baby boomer. But hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe so that you can get notification when I put out another video.